Hello and welcome to another weekly comic reviews. Unfortunately, if this is really late, I apologize in advance because, well, I had to fix my computer and reinstalling programs and trying to learn some new video editing is a little bit of a pain in the rear. So, and fortunately, there's not a lot of comics you can easily walk into. There is a lot of really awesome comics out there. It's just there's very few you could just walk around without having any idea what the heck is going on. So I'm gonna do this like I found two comics, but so we're gonna make this at least a video comic as best as I can. That way, just in case there's a few comics out there that no one's interested in reading. All right, for this episode, we're gonna be reviewing Deadpool issue 20. Yeah, just double checking there. And as you can see from the cover right here, it's very like it has that Silver Age feel kind of thing. Although I don't know why the target you need to wear 3D glasses to see the targets are all over. Anyway, the title of the issue is My Wakandan Vacation. And basically, while Deadpool is very depressed, well, basically the story goes like this. While Deadpool is very depressed from the previous story, he doesn't want to do a current adventure. So instead, we are going to show, well, sorry, it's a bit funny. It's one like basically a flashback, which is not really a flashback. It's just saying Deadpool existed before the '90s. Yeah, sure, let's believe that. So basically, he and Cable come back from another time travel shenanigans to 1968, and yes, this is really 1968. Not like some of the other titles where the first one where they say they're in the 80s, but really they're in the very late 70s, and the other issue was just that was the 70s that was a little bit earlier than the last one. Anyway, here he feels like basically Cable leaves him and he decides to take a vacation, which apparently he booked in advance somehow in Wakanda, which is even weirder because well Wakanda doesn't like foreigners. So, unless one of those diehard Marvel fans can tell me what was like, tell me that I'm wrong and explain this to me, please do, because I would love to hear your comments. That if anything changed, like if Wakanda changed somehow since last I recall, then yeah, then Deadpool's having the time of his life. He gets a new outfit, which he goes for the whole Jack Kirby outfit, which looks kind of cool, but I kind of prefer his gangster outfit because he was wearing a red mask. He was wearing a domino mask over it. That's kind of cool. But anyway, he jinxes his vacation, and well, wackiness ensues by being attacked by the most craziest things you could find in the Silver Age, and basically him trying to solve a puzzle, which basically it's like solve a puzzle, meet everything that was crazy and cheesy as hell with all the cosmic monsters and beings and whatnot. By the time he's actually finished and saves the day, he doesn't get like any reward. He personally gets punished, even though he did everything that people asked him to, which is weird. It's like, yeah, he was tasked by Uatu and a character who only appeared once, known as the Ruler of the Earth. And before you start thinking, wait, Earth was ruled, the entire planet was ruled by one monarch? No, no, it isn't. No, he is not ruled by one monarch. The weird thing about this is that it's this giant machine that looks like he's part chair. It just likes to make measurement jokes. He doesn't realize he's making jokes. He's just making really bad measurement puns, which is a groaner if you ask me. And before I forget, and just in case you decide not to pick up this issue, you want to know what Deadpool's punishment was? Being sent to the 90s. Early 90s. Yeah. As, well, if most of you grew up in the 90s, it wasn't so bad. Yeah, there were a lot of things that were terrible, that were, well, good for story-wise, but it wasn't that bad. Anyway. Basically, the story is skippable. Yeah, I know it's weird. I actually was looking forward to this because I really did like those fake, the fake oldie reprints of Deadpool, which is kind of funny it's kind of funny that way how they make fun of a certain era of Marvel Comics. But yeah, it just didn't really grab my identity. It was mainly just making fun of the Silver Age of comics, or near the end of the Silver Age. It was like just basically the '60s in general. Like, yeah, sure, we get to see characters like certain Black Panther characters, and the Thing from Fantastic Four makes an appearance, and you actually do get to see characters for fans of the Marvel Silver Age, you always wanted to see back again, like certain Negative Zone creatures, or Odin with two eyes. Although he only had the one eye, but even back then, the whole adventure was weird and doesn't really quite make a lot of sense. I know lately that in the flashbacks, I really do enjoy how they make what Deadpool did back in the past, and that's what he's doing in the present, which I think is really cool. But here I'm just having a hard time trying to follow what it is it's trying to do. Like, we're gonna see the ruler of the earth, or we're gonna see this weird cosmic baby, which appeared in the comic, but really kind of weird. It's basically okay. I should probably explain. The cosmic baby is basically a Deus Ex Machina, which is basically anything the baby does will pretty much help people, basically help fix the situation. Like, oh, power Asgard for 1,000 years, or fix the moon that got blown up. It's weird, and I think it's basically yeah, let's take a stab at the Silver Age. But I think it's okay, but personally, I think maybe if you had the thought that the yellow and white squares are his thoughts, which are always fun to see. But there's actually a comic that explains why he doesn't have that anymore. So yeah. Oh no, it's an okay read. But I think once we can see future issues of Deadpool, I think we can get a much better idea of what's going on. If you want to see Deadpool making fun of basically Marvel comics back in the '60s, yeah, pick up Deadpool issue 20. It's actually okay, and basically if you do miss that Jack Kirby-like style. Not actually drawn by John Korea, though that would be awesome, but we all know he's dead, so shame. Anyway, yeah, yeah, that's Deadpool issue 20. I'm your host, the Canadian Comic Geek, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.